First, we will talk about operating segment under Mfrs 8. So what is that? The term segment is a component which is nature of product or services offered by a company that engage business activities from which is earn revenue and incur expenses, including transaction intersegment. It's also whose activity are regularly reviewed by the Chief Operating Decision Maker (CODM) for resources allocation and assessing performance. It's also for which is discrete financial information available. Did you know there are two examples of not operating segment under Mfrs 8? The first one is we have headquarters department and the second one is research and development department. Unless these two departments generate income by itself. So just now I just mentioned about CODM, Chief Operating Decision Maker. Who is them? So the term Chief Operating Decision Maker identifies as a function but not necessarily a person and not manager with a specific title. Their function is to allocate resources and assess the performance of an entity of the operating segment. Oftenly, the Chief Operating Decision Maker of an entity may be the Chief Executive Officer or Chief Operating Officer and other chief. The title or titles of a persons identified as CODM is not relevant as long as it is the persons responsible for making strategic decisions about the entity segment. These are two examples of CODM for Petronas Gas Berhad. The first one we have chairman, which is Tan Sri Datuk Seri Muhammad Bakir Saleh, and the second one we have president Tan Sri Tengku Muhammad Taufik Tengku Kamat Jaja Aziz.
Moving on, there are two types of segmental report used in the financial reporting. The first one is business segment. This report focuses on specific activities like gas processing, which are generating the most revenue for Petronas Gas Berhad. The report stating that gas processing segment generated a segment result of 801,073 ringgit, making it the highest contributor among all its business lines. Secondly, the geographical segment breaks down the company revenue and asset based on region or country where it operates, providing insights into the market-specific risks. In the financial report, Petronas Gas Berhad reveals that nearly all its revenue coming from Peninsula Malaysia, this indicating a strong dependence on the revenue stream in that single area. Next, we will discussing about the benefits of segmental reporting for financial statement users. There are two key benefits of segmental report. First, improving assessment of risk and economic environment. The user can quantify the company exposure to specific risks like currency fluctuation and regional economic slowdown. For instance, Petronas Gas Berhad highlight its primary concentration in Peninsula Malaysia, amounting 6,538,245 ringgit. This may enabling the users to directly assess the company high exposure to regulatory and economic risks in a specific region. Secondly, user can enhance their evaluation of entity performance and financial effects to business. The company can identify high-growth business such as gas processing and regasification. The company also can predict cash flow more accurately by assessing the current and future projection in the specific market.
For part B, let's start with definition. An interim period is a reporting period shorter than a full financial year. An interim financial report includes either a complete or condensed set of financial statements for that period. For example, when a company reports quarterly or half-yearly, it means they are preparing an interim financial report. Next, the objective of Mfrs 134 is to set the minimum content and rule for recognition and measurement in interim reports. This means it ensures consistent, timely and reliable information for users throughout the year. Moving on, the main purpose is to provide timely and reliable financial updates. In other words, it helps investors and creditors understand a company's earning, cash flow, and financial condition between annual report. Significant event and transaction under Mfrs 134. Mfrs 134, paragraph 15 says companies must disclose any major event or transaction after last annual report. This event helps users see how the company's financial position and performance change during interim period. From Petronas interim report for the first half year of 2024, we found two key events. Now for the first significant event, in May 2024, Petronas completed the sale of its 74% stake in Engine Group, its Africa operation. As a result, this disposal costed a Rm 2.3 billion loss and was classified as a discontinued operation, which is a major event under Mfrs 134, paragraph 15, bracket B. Meanwhile, in the first half of 2024, Petronas invested Rm 25.7 billion mainly in new upstream projects. Because of that, production rose to 2,482,000 barrels per day, showing strong growth in asset and revenue. This meets Mfrs 134 paragraph 15 bracket A on significant performance changes.
Hi, my name is Aziz. Next, I will explain the basis of preparation for Petronas interim report. There are two methods, the integral method and the discrete method. The integral method treats the interim report as part of the full year, while the discrete method treats each period as separate and independent. Petronas prepares its reports in accordance with Mfrs 134, which should be read together with the audited financial statement for the year ended 31st December 2023. This means that Petronas is using the discrete method, treating each interim report as its own, but still following the same accounting policies as the annual report. Next is the current and comparative interim financial statement of Petronas. Starting with the statement of financial position, the current reporting period is from 1 January to 30th June 2024, while the comparative period is 1 January to 31st December 2023. Next, for the statement of profit or loss and comprehensive income, the interim period covers 1 April to 30th June 2024, and the comparative period is 1 April to 30th June 2023. And lastly, for the statement of cash flow and statement of changes in equity, both cover 1 January to 30th June for the years 2024 and 2023. This is the statement of financial position for Petronas. Overall, the report shows an increase in total asset. At the same time, liabilities and equity also increase, reflecting the company's strong financial performance and stable capital structure during the period. This is the statement of profit or loss and comprehensive income for Petronas. The reports record higher revenue and profit before tax, mainly driven by stronger operational performance and stable crude oil price. This indicates that Petronas maintained solid profitability and continued to perform well despite market challenges. This is the statement of cash flow for Petronas. The company generated strong net cash from operating activities, showing healthy cash inflow from core operation. Meanwhile, investing and financing activities reflect Petronas' continued investment in growth while maintaining a solid liquidity position. Lastly, this is the statement of changes in equity for Petronas. The reports indicates an increase in total equity, mainly due to retained earnings from strong profit performance. This demonstrates Petronas' ability to sustain growth and strengthen financial position over time.